How long have you been around like food production? Because that's what you guys do here.
Yes. Well, I got here when I was 8 years old.
Mm.
So, I mean, obviously, Royal City, you see a lot of orchards, you see a lot of trees. I
Yeah.
mean, there's just so much fruit everywhere all the time. My dad and my mom used to work in the orchards. They would bring apples, peaches. I mean, there's just so much things out there that
Yeah.
they used to work on. So, I mean, ever since I was 8 years old, I've been around, like food production. So,
So you've been here in Royal City since you were
yes,
8. Where
correct.
were you at before?
I was in Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was over there. And, well, I landed here in
So
beautiful Royal City.
how did that go? Like, what's the family heritage and history that brought them here?
It was just like what my mom tells me. It was just a friend, family. She knew someone here. They brought her here, and then my mom brought everybody here. So we just ended up staying here in Royal City because we
Hmm.
loved it so much. I mean, it's a small town, but it's nice. I mean, everybody knows everybody. I mean, there's a lot of things you can work on here. I mean, it's just fun. It's just a really, really nice community to live in.
What part of Mexico did you come from?
Guerrero.
So,
It's San Marcos Guerrero.
okay.
It's it's
Blanking on my geography. What
it's
part of the
like
country is
half
that
an
in?
hour from Acapulco.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really close to there. So it's
So
really
that's
nice.
quite a ways away.
Yes, it is.
Do you remember like making that trip?
Kind of, not that much, but I mean, it was hot, very
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah. Like what did you guys do in Mexico? What was your family doing
My dad owned some coconut, like I want to say like plantation, like
there?
there's
So he was farming there
yes,
too.
he would farm coconuts, what else? Watermelons, I mean melons, just anything. Like so, I mean I was around, I mean food like fruits over there in Mexico as well. So yeah.
So growing food and
Yeah.
farming your whole life, basically.
Yeah, for sure.
So then how did you make your way to Royal Dairy? Because I mean, it sounds like, fruits and stuff in Mexico and kind of the fruit
Yeah.
community here in Royal City when you were younger. How did you
Well,
come here?
I used to work with my brother. He was a manager in one of the orchards here in Royal City.
Okay.
And I worked with him for 2 years just checking people and stuff. Then I started working at the school district. And I worked there for a few years. And my brother-in-law that works here in Royal Dairy, they were looking for a secretary here. So, and I know Austin since I was in third grade.
Okay.
So that was really, it was just like, oh, now you're going to be my boss. So it was just, it was really nice.
Did you go to school together? Or how
Yeah,
did
we
you...
went to school together.
Okay,
We were
nice.
like, so I know him for a while now, and it was just nice. Like, and now I'm going to be working in Royal Dairy for 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's your job? Describe your job. Because they were looking for a secretary, but you do more than just that, right?
Yeah. I usually do a lot of reports on feed. I mean,
Okay.
obviously, we have this program called Easy Feed. That's
Okay.
where usually like all the feed records goes in. I mean, just every little detail of how many cows we feed, just what they need to be, what ingredients they need, just anything. And also, I do order, I want to say, the cow's feed. That's
Yeah.
part of my job as well. I mean, payroll, bills,
Yeah.
I mean, just everything. And it's just amazing how you just think about a dairy, just thinking like, oh, you're just milking cows. No, it's not just milking cows. There's like so much to throw it. Like, it's just really nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
So you get to have a lot of variety in
Yes.
your job.
Yes, I do. And it's just, you learn a lot. Like,
Yeah.
it's just not, you're not just learning one thing at a time. You're learning, like, I don't know. It's just every single day you're learning something new. So it's just nice.
So what did you learn new today?
I learned that I have to send every report, a lot of reports now. So, no, I mean, it's just every like once we have like a new program, like there's just not one report. There's tons of reports you can run, and I learned now that you can run for 3 months all the like the ingredients the cows ate, and then how much per head, like how much is the cost for each, and just it's just a lot of information. I was
Yeah.
just like, wow, like you can actually get that information. It's just one report. That's
Yeah, that's what I was
amazing.
going to ask. You're saying you're preparing reports. Like, what's in a report about cows' feed?
Yeah.
Okay, we fed the cows. But
Yeah.
there's like way more to it than that, apparently.
Yes, because there's different pens. Obviously the cows are in different pens, so every pen has a different ingredient, has a different feed. I mean, it's just, I mean, do you know that cows eat cottonseed?
Yeah.
I mean, that's.
Yeah.
I was just like, why do cows eat cottonseed?
Because that's like a byproduct of cotton production.
Yeah.
Like it's waste to those farmers, but it's feed
Yeah,
to dairy farmers, if I understand correctly.
correct. So it's just nice, like I tell you, like you just learn so much every day. So that's just the nice part about working, I guess, at a dairy.
Yeah. So lots of data and time
Yes.
behind a screen. And
Yes, for sure. But it's nice. I like it.
You also work with the people though too, doing HR, right?
Yes, we
So
do
with
meetings.
yeah.
Yes.
What do you do to work with the workers?
Well, we do a lot of meetings, obviously, for, how to treat the cows. Our vet comes in and tells us, okay, there's a different type of how we're going to be preparing or a different protocol for our vaccines for our calves. So we have to do meetings and we have to teach them. We have to, like just prepare them on how to do all that stuff. So that's another thing we do with our employees here. And like I said, like I didn't even know cows needed vaccines. I thought they would just eat
Yeah.
hay and then
Yeah.
they're fine,
Yeah.
So that's another thing I learned here. Every month we have a monthly meeting with our employees too, just to talk about just safety, how to take care of a cow, obviously, especially on how to treat the cows if they don't want to get up. Don't make them.
Yeah.
Just to be patient and just to stay calm, because obviously they are not going to understand. If they don't want to do something, you can't make them. So
Yeah.
just to stay patient with them. So that's just something we do.
And you have to be, as an HR professional, then kind of the between the boss and the employees sometimes then too.
Yes,
Right?
correct. Yeah.
So how many employees do you work with?
Here
As-
in Royal Dairy, we have 64 employees,
Okay.
and in Moxie Dairy, we have 45 employees.
Okay.
So.
And so you're kind of the HR person with all of them.
Yes, correct.
So how does that go? Like how do you make sure that people are happy with what they're doing, or deal with any
We have
people are very interested in like farm workers and making sure that they're being treated well,
Yes. We always tell them, if you have, something that's worrying you, you want to talk about something, or you think we can make your job better or easier, or if we can make just any environment where you at like easy to work with, come talk to us. Like we are open to listen and just, be there for them and just, stay focused on them.
So what's it like for these workers? Are they happy doing what they're doing? Or are they just kind of putting in their time, or like what?
What I've heard, they're happy. They love their
Yeah.
job. If not, they wouldn't come back.
Yeah.
So we've had workers here that they have been working here for over 15 years. So, and I'm not talking about like 2 or 3. I'm talking about more than 20
Wow.
of those guys that have been working here for a long time. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, and I'm 100% sure they're happy here. So, they really like it here. So, and I do too.
Well, that's obviously really good to hear.
Yeah.
What's it been like with COVID? I know that's been a
Oh,
real
yeah.
challenge, like for HR and for a lot of other things in the farm.
Yes, that has, yeah, definitely. We have really been on top of like the guys, the employees, just, stay safe, wash your hands. We have, here, actually on the front door, we have hand sanitizers, we have gloves, we have masks. We have been up to date with every information we've gotten from, LNI or not just anybody.
Yeah.
And we keep them on the loop like, hey, okay, this is now, we have to do this now. So please just try to follow directions. But I mean, here it hasn't been hit as hard as we thought.
Like maybe Yakima was, because things
Yes,
were really bad there for a while,
in
right?
Moxie, yes, it was pretty bad.
Moxie.
But here, I don't know if it's just, I mean, we thought because it was a small town, just everybody was going to get sick.
Right.
But no, like it's been really relaxing about COVID. So, especially here at the dairy, like, I mean, there hasn't been much cases. So, or any cases. Like, we haven't heard any,
Yeah.
just,
Well,
it's been really good.
That's really good. I know it's been a concern in other parts of the farm worker community around the state. I don't know if you hear from other people or if you still have family that's in other parts of the farming community, how people are dealing with that or feeling about what's been going on. Farms that, have a bunch of workers get sick, what to do, what's the right thing, whose fault was it,
Yes.
all this stuff being
Yeah.
talked about.
Yeah, for sure. But here, like every time, a farmer would come in, oh yeah, there's just this how many guys, they're already sick. And we're like, are we just lucky that our guys are just,
Yeah.
not getting sick? But I mean, it's just nice to hear that
Yeah.
we're okay, we're good.
Yeah.
Like we're managing to get through this. So
Yeah.
it's good.
Do you still have any family in farming?
Um, my husband.
Okay.
My husband, he's a manager on, not a manager, I'm sorry. He is, I don't know, they just gave him this job that he has to go. I don't know what, he hasn't told me, so that's why I'm not sure
Not
what is like the
on-
specific.
Yeah, what the job title is.
Yeah. But he is going to be going around orchards and checking the apples and just checking on people and just telling the managers on each of the orchards, okay, this is the type of color the owner wants, or this is the type, of this is how big it has to be. So he's going to be actually be going to like Ellensburg, Mattawa, Basin City, just to be checking on that and
All
keeping-
over the place.
Yes.
So has he been doing that before, or is this?
No, this is actually his first time because he was a singer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, before all that, before COVID hit. So
Crazy.
yeah, I know.
Like, was he in a band and stuff?
Yeah, he was. They would travel a lot. Like they would go to Mexico. They went to Miami twice.
Wow.
So I mean, he was all over the place.
So was he the lead singer?
Yes, he
Wow.
was.
What was the name of the band?
Los Canarios de Michoacán. Yeah.
Nice. So how would you describe the music?
It's fun. I mean, they're just not home that often. I want to say.
Yeah.
I mean, you just
Out on the
but
road.
out on the yeah. I mean, they are gone sometimes for like 2 weeks at a time. I mean, the first time he was in the band, he was out for like 2 months at a time. So it's just
Wow.
busy.
So COVID
Yes.
totally basically shut that down. Like there haven't been concerts, have there?
Oh no, the music just, I think that's the last phase, isn't it? Just the music
Yeah.
itself, like that's no concerts. till-
Unless you only have like 20 people come, or I can't remember what the threshold is, but what's the point of
Yeah.
having a concert if you're going to
Yeah.
have lots of people there?
Yeah. But it was, I mean, but now he's out of the band and he got this new job and we're really excited.
A friend of mine back in Western Washington, who actually grew up in farm working too, his brother does a lot of the like sound and DJing for a lot of
Okay.
bands and stuff all over. And so it's been interesting to talk with him too, to learn more about the Hispanic community
Okay.
is so rich with music and like local and regional touring acts.
Yes.
I'm jealous of that. It's like I need to get into that more because
Yes.
that's really through a concert and like hundreds of people come. I love that.
Yes, they do. It's crowded though. Sometimes it's just, but it's really fun. Like you just see how it makes people smile.
Yeah.
Like me when I would see, my husband sing up there and just everybody singing and they just had this big smile on their face because they're seeing Los Canarios and they're just enjoying their time. So it's really nice.
So how did you meet and then eventually marry a rock star?
Well, no, I actually met him after he graduated. And well, yeah.
So where is he originally from?
He was born in California, Modesto, California. He used to live in Othello, and then he moved to Royal.
Okay.
And yeah, and
So
he's been here since.
Local boy eventually.
Yes, yeah.
And you guys just got to know. Was he doing the whole music
No,
thing then?
mm-mm.
Really?
No, we had our first baby, and then after that, he just decided to go up.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, it was fun. He was on the band for 5 years first, and then he got out for 3 years, and then he came back again. But then COVID hit, so
Yeah.
he's stuck with us now.
Well, I will say again, the Hispanic community knows so much better, it seems, how to get together and be social and have events and party, having a good time. I think the rest of us could learn something from that.
I know, it's like, oh, we're just gonna do a carne asada. It's like 20 people. Oh yeah, hey, let's do it.
Everybody come together.
Yeah, it's really nice.
So what's at the core of that? Is it just like family is really important, or togetherness,
Yes.
or like?
Yeah, I feel like family is a big part of just our Hispanic culture. And just being together. Like, we're loud, we like to have fun, and it's just nice how you grow up, just being around each other.
Yeah.
And you miss it because, I mean, me growing up, like, it was just every weekend, like family here, family there. And it's just like, man, people just don't get tired. Like, just every weekend or every day, like, partying. And,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's just nice to have those memories.
Yeah.
Like, and now, we can have the same memories with our kids. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, and I think it's really neat that you can have that here too, because I mean, you moved away from Mexico so many years ago, but there's such a strong Hispanic community here.
Oh, yeah.
That there's still that kind of cultural
Yeah.
reality
and I mean,
that your family can still be a part of.
Yes, for sure. And it's like the fun part about it is that you meet new people and then it's like your family. Like it
Yeah.
doesn't matter if you're not blood, but you're family now. You're stuck with us and it's just nice. It keeps growing and growing. So it's nice.
Well, and we have to talk about the food too.
Oh, yes.
Because let me tell you, before I came here for this conversation, I stopped for food, and I already forget the name of the restaurant in Royal City.
Is it La Cabaña?
I think so. Yes.
Yeah.
And I had chili verde there,
Okay. Yeah.
and it was the best I've ever had anywhere. Not that I'm
Really?
the most experienced
Yeah.
eater of like Mexican food,
Okay.
but I've been to quite a few places, and this stuff was amazing.
Okay. Oh, that's nice because my
So-
mom's the cook there.
Are you serious?
Yes. I'm so glad you. Hey,
Small
that's good.
world.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
Well, whatever she's
She's-
doing, it's like I could get addicted to that.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh, I've never had anything like that.
I know. It's she's been there for over 17 years.
So
Yeah,
she's
since
a
I
big
started.
food
Yeah.
person too.
Yes, she is. Every Sunday we're at my mom's house. Every single Sunday. And we just love it. Like everybody's like, "Oh, well, what are we going to do? Mom's house." And like she cooks for everybody. It's amazing.
What's her specialty?
Enchiladas
Yeah,
and mole.
yeah.
Yeah.
Those
Those
are.
are, yes, for sure.
What's her mole like?
It's chicken mole. It's really
Yeah.
like spicy but sweet, and it's red. And she makes homemade tortillas, so that makes it, and white rice, the best.
Those store-bought tortillas. Sorry for folks out there who have those, but they just are not the same, are they?
Yeah, no.
They can never be the same
No,
as real homemade tortillas.
Yes, for sure. But yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, I knew I was in a community, and I already knew that I was coming into a community that had a strong Hispanic
Yeah,
presence. But when you
for
go to a
sure.
restaurant like that and sit down and have a chat and eat the food, and it's like, no, this is the real deal. These
It's
people
great.
aren't messing around
Yeah,
here.
yeah, yes, we do. So yeah, we all like my sister, one of my older sisters. She actually cooks really good. She makes the best tamales ever. We love her tamales. And she sells food in the orchards as well. So like
Nice.
to the people out there, like
Go out
just
working. What
yeah.
about you? Are you a cook?
I try. No, yeah. I mean, my husband thinks I cook really good, so I
Well,
mean,
that's all
I'm
that
doing
matters,
something
right?
good. So yeah.
I'm still convincing my wife that I'm a good cook.
Okay.
Because sometimes she thinks I'm doing a good job, but other times she's
Like, okay, no.
like, no.
Go sit down. I know.
It's
No.
usually when I barbecue stuff and make it too smoky. She doesn't
Oh,
like
okay.
me to make things too smoky.
Okay. No, my
that's
husband's
what I
really
like.
good a cook.
Yeah.
Yeah. He likes to cook, which it's a plus for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So how many kids do you guys have?
3.
You have 3 kids.
Yes.
Wow.
2 girls and 1 boy.
And how old are they?
My son actually turned 13
Oh, wow.
yesterday, and I have a 12 and a 7-year-old.
Busy house.
Yes.
Crazy.
Yes, for sure. It's fun.
What's that been like with COVID and school and all of that?
Oh,
Have you had to
school.
like shift to like helping with online
Yeah.
learning and all this crazy stuff?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's nice because my kids are really good with technology now. I mean, I feel like every kid now, it's like
They have to
I
be,
mean,
right?
They have to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's been really, really tough on the kids because I mean, they were so used to being in sports, doing activities, doing, they're just so busy at school. And I mean, just to be stuck at home for like 4 months, yeah, I would go crazy too. So, I mean, it's been busy, but I mean, what can we do?
Well, did you put your husband to work teaching them since you're like, yeah, well, you
Yes.
can't do concerts anymore,
Yeah,
so
for sure. Like it was tough because I mean, some of the things now that they're teaching, like it's so hard, especially math. I mean,
yeah.
my daughter was like, "Oh, we could do this," and I'm like, "That's not how I used to do math. That's like so different now." So
Yeah. And I was never good at math.
yeah,
My kids aren't in school yet, but I dread those days when
Yeah.
I have to help because I
yeah,
will be confused right away.
yeah.
I'm talking like when they're doing like 3rd grade math.
Yeah, you just
That's how bad
see
at math I
them, and I was just like, this is not math. What are they teaching you guys over there? I'm like, no, I can't.
So like how big is the school system? How big is the city, like Royal City, or what's the school
I
district
mean,
then?
we have our elementary that it's kinder to 3rd grade, and then intermediate it's 4th through 6th, and then middle school 7th through 8th, and then just the high school 9th through 12th. I mean, it's growing. Like we have a few houses now, like more houses, and they're building. I believe they're building 10 more houses here. I mean, Royal City's growing. There's a lot of new stuff now.
Like how big is a
Yeah.
graduating class in the high school? Do you know, like how many kids?
I want to say about 100 or
Okay.
like a couple hundred, like
Yeah.
200. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
not, I mean, it's, I
Still a small
especially
town, but
now.
not like 5 people in a class or anything
Well, yeah,
like that.
I mean, right now they're back to school. So that's a good thing. They're going, like they separate from last names. So say group A, it's A to M. And then group B, and it's just 2 days out a week and online classes. And I mean, like I told my kids, I'm just glad you guys are back in school because I feel like they need it. They need
Yeah.
to go. But I mean, it's everybody's choice what
Yeah.
they want to do. But no, I mean, it's like the I when I was working at the high school as a secretary, I mean, there were about like 400 or 500 kids at the high school. I mean, not that many. So it's a pretty small town still, but it's growing. It's getting there. So it's good.
Has that all that schooling stuff been a frustration trying to? Because I mean, it's not like the dairy shut down. Things had to keep
Yeah.
going here, because some other people, their jobs were either on hold or they lost their
Mm-hmm.
jobs, and so they were at home with their kids, kind of thing. Well, you had to keep going to work, right?
Yes. Yeah. We didn't stop working, but I've heard from a lot, people that worked at school.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really tough, especially the teachers that they had to do like all these online now and just learning, like just learning from, I mean, it was from, oh, we were going to school every day when, okay, now you have this program and you have to
Mhm.
learn it in less than a week because you have to do online classes. So it's
Yeah.
just, it was really frustrating, I bet, for them. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
But here on the dairy, just keep
Oh,
on
no.
going. You're still at work
Yeah.
every day.
Cows don't stop.
What's
Yeah.
your if we're talking about the dairy, I always have to ask this. Like, what's your favorite dairy product? If you guys are producing like all kinds of,
Cheese.
you're a cheese person.
Yes, for sure.
Which
I
kind?
love cheese. Just any type of cheese.
Any type of
Yeah,
cheese.
like I love. Well, I have to say I don't like blue cheese. That's
Me
just
either.
no. That's I don't know. That's gross. I don't know how people.
I don't understand how some people like it either. I've never.
Yeah.
It just doesn't taste good to me.
No. So yeah, but other than that, I love cheese. Yeah.
A lot of people say ice cream. But you would go for cheese over ice cream?
Yes, for sure. Yeah.
No, I think I'm with you on that.
Yeah. Okay.
These past few years, I've really been, like
Yeah.
late at night, I'm hungry. I just go cut myself a few
Yes.
slices of cheese.
Yeah. You can eat cheese with like crackers, just anything. So.
What does it feel like to be here knowing that this team that you're a part of is producing food for people to eat all over the place?
It's amazing. I mean, just to know that like the product that we do here goes, all over the world is just really nice. It's a nice feeling. So
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Yeah.
Where does your milk go into? It goes to Dairy Gold, right?
Correct. Yes. I mean,
And
dairy
then
goes just
They make cheese, they make
yogurt,
fluid milk,
butter.
yogurt,
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. All that fun stuff that everybody loves.
Does that kind of up the ante a little bit when you're doing your job to think, no, this is important because,
Yes. I mean, just anything can go, like, if you do something wrong, it's not just one thing. Like, it's a lot of things that, just one thing here maybe went wrong, but that one thing just spreads. And yeah, it's scary sometimes
especially
to
like
have that.
food safety
Yes.
stuff, and because you guys have to be probably super careful with the milk that,
Correct. Yep.
I mean, you milk it out of the cows and then it has to be kept cool, and
Yeah, for sure.
the records for all of that and making sure that
Yeah.
everybody's doing their job and the HR stuff. And so here you are working just an office job, quote unquote,
Yeah.
but it still touches all these different parts
Yes, it does.
of making food.
Yeah, for sure. It's
crazy.
scary, but I mean, like I said, it makes it that more fun and just exciting. You just see, like, even though it's a small town, but from this small town, like a lot of people are enjoying, what we do. So it's great.
You're passionate, I can see, about like making the food, being a part of the team that's producing food. Do you like animals? Do you like the cows?
They scare me. I'm not gonna lie. I just don't like big animals.
Yeah.
Like they just freak me out. Like they're so beautiful, and like even horses. Like I think they're so beautiful, but I can't get near
Yeah.
them, or I like small puppies, and that's it. That's about it. That's all I'm gonna touch, and that's it.
I love that because normally I come to a dairy farm and I interview a dairy farmer, and inevitably they part of the reason they do it is because they love cows.
Mm-hmm.
And I love dairy farms. I grew up, both of my grandparents had dairy farms, but I didn't love the cows. And so
Yeah.
I can never resonate with these people who are like, I just love working with the cows, and it's not like I hate them.
Yeah.
It's just I'm a little bit scared of them.
Yes. I mean.
And then mostly it's just like they're
I
in
mean,
my
they're
way, or they're doing
beautiful.
something that I don't want them to do. And like you said earlier, you can't make them do anything. Like
Yes.
they're way bigger than you, and they will do what they want to do. So I've never been like a cow person. So I'm glad that you admitted that you're.
Yes. I mean, they're beautiful. I mean, look what they can do.
Yeah.
They're beautiful animals. But I mean, just people like me don't like to get near them. That's it. But they're beautiful animals for sure.
Full disclosure, she
Yes.
confesses she doesn't actually like being around cows,
No.
but she works on a dairy farm.
Yes, I do.
But then it just goes to show too that producing food and farming is a lot of different things now than just the old farmer in overalls with a bucket milking into,
I know.
you know.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's fun. I see, like, I seriously see the employees here. They really enjoy what they do, and just how when I talk to them, I had this one of the employees that he has a favorite cow here, and he had a name, and it's just just really nice to like see that they actually enjoy working with them. So I feel like they feel that, the animals feel that, and it makes it so much easier for them to work. So, I mean, whatever works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Well, thanks for sharing your story and being willing to have me come in here and hear all about it.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I was like a little bit nervous, but I just felt really comfortable talking to you, and it's just really nice.
Nothing to worry about
Yeah.
at all. I am honored when any of the people that I interview are willing to share their story with me because it's so personal.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm interested. I think it's
Yes.
fascinating.
Oh, thank you.
Every different person's path to where they are kind of in the food system, making food for all of us to eat.
Yeah.
So thanks for the work that you do.
No, well, thank you. Thank you for coming here.